Let's talk about his Ian album. So first things first, can we talk about some of the conversation that was happening in the chat about the Ian album?
But this is what's so I just want to say before we get started, it's fascinating to me the gap in between the actual music always with Ian and the conversation around him, and that's why I'm glad we're starting with the conversation around him because it juxtaposes the actual music so beautifully. Always.
It's literally like two different versions of Ian. Like, first of all, somebody said Dominant's favorite quarter zip. This is not my favorite one. It's the one I wear the most. My favorite one is my FUBU one. I be trying to say that one for special occasions.
Yeah.
Okay, so in chat, people were asking. Somebody asked, "How is this different than his counterparts?" And I think the conversation he was trying to get to was like, how does he have an audience if he's not doing anything new or special or different? And I think he was trying to say his whiteness got him this audience. And I was like, I feel like that's such a reductionist take of who Ian is. And I feel like people have this opinion of Ian because of Tyler, the Creator's word about Ian last year. Like, truly, as somebody who's been paying attention to Ian's career since the beginning, really, like since Marshawn Lynch, I saw the meme pages on IG posting. He was doing like meme page rollout. I've known about him. Ian has never been like this chart topping rapper. His last album sold 12,000 copies. Now, when we over here at Potty Mouth, For Says, talk about album sales, we're never talking about it as a metric of whether or not a piece of art is good. We always talk about it as in, here's the interest level for this piece of music. The interest level is 12,000 people. That's average for what most underground rappers are doing today. He is just neck and neck with his peers.
Osama's son just sold 13K on his recent album. This is what we're talking about. This is average.
This is just the average for what he and his peers do. So we're not talking about some guy that's We're not talking about Post Malone. We're not. I do think that we gotta. I don't know how we rectify this conversation, but we listened to who Chucky and what was the other guy? Chucky and Tana before they dropped singles on this today. Everybody in chat said that shit sucked. Nobody questioned why that shit sucked. We was like, yeah, that shit sucks. We listened to this Ian album, and for all intents and purposes, it's pretty good. And niggas is questioning why he got a fan base. Nigga, are we listening to music?
Yeah.
I feel like Ian, and rightfully so, and this is not me caping for the white boy. If you're gonna hate Ian because he's white, do it. I don't give a fuck. Just say it. But also, just don't listen to this shit. Because when you hate on it, you give people an entryway into the art. Because people will then go listen to it and be like, this is what y'all got this what got y'all so offended? Just don't pay attention to it. Like, truly, like, there are tons of white rappers you can actually hate on and try to kick out. Ian is the most non-offensive of all of them. Now, on to the actual music. This album was some mid, but was some of my favorite mid. Yeah. To be honest with you, I think this album doesn't have any reach for anybody under the age of 25. Like, I truly, because like he doing one of my favorite reasons why I like Ian, and this is why I also think why Tyler talked about Ian, because it really is a love letter to the 2010s. You had to be around to listen to it. The only reason I think Tyler, the Creator, was aware of Ian's existence is because he heard some songs like, this shit sound like all the shit I love. Why this white boy doing it? Yeah. I'm listening to this album and I'm like, yeah, this shit sound like all the shit I love. There's 8 tracks on here.
9.
There's not 9 tracks. There is a song on here. I Ain't Coming Back, Talk About It, Remember Me, Have My Back is a run.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, he got me.
Yeah, he got me.
And it's different types of like, you called it a Kurt Cobain, you called it a Kurt Cobain record, drinking my cup. To me, that just was the average 2010s party song.
Yeah. I mean, the origin of that song was like, can you make, you should make one of these. This works right now. That's how, Drinking My Cup even happened. So yeah, like, this was the sound.
It was the most average. I'm vibing to this. Here's the funny thing about this. Here's the funny thing about Ian. If you just turn this on and don't tell people what you're listening to, if you play this around some 30-somethings, some 29-year-olds, some 30-somethings, and just play it, they be like, this shit hard. Which one of these kids doing this? And then you tell them it's white, and they're like, whoa. Which for sure.
Or you tell them it's Ian. Or you tell them it's Ian, and immediately just like, wait, hold on, isn't that who Tyler was talking about last year? And just immediately like conversations changes into something that's completely unrelated to the music. Yeah.
I don't know. I do feel like Ian is a student of the game. He's born 2005, right? So in 2010 he would have been 5. In 2013 he would have been 8. That sounds like a kid who just was surfing YouTube and listened to the music of the times.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It sounds like a white kid who just listened to like pop radio. Like that's what it sounds like, hip hop radio at the time. Like that's what he sounds like. And the music represents it. I don't think it's anything special at all because he's harkening back to the things that already existed. But it was enjoyable to listen to. I had a fun time.
No, I agree. I was actually wondering, I'm like, about like 2/3 into the album, I was trying to figure out, like, I was beginning to feel like, is this like, how does it compare to his other albums? But then we get to the outro, which I loved, and then I realized, hold on, if I'm counting the tracks, he usually has, it's like a short album, it usually has like 4 to 5 or 3, 4, 5 like standout tracks that you'll remember, you'll want to go back to, and then the other songs are like, okay, in the album it's fine, it's inoffensive, but it's like 3 to 5 like standout songs. And I'm like, that's been his formula for every project he's ever dropped. So even in that, it's like he has a formula. This is how he makes his albums. He keeps it short, has a few standout jones. He keeps it pushing. He will drop another 9-track album 6 months from now. He tends to drop like about 2 times a year. And I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, it's the most inoffensive probably artist ever, which I do think is interesting in a meta level because even from his presentation in many ways, if you even look at like the cover with him just with a white shirt, or the way he presents it in a lot of the covers, he presents himself as the most like regular white guy,
the most bland guy, the most bland of white guys
of all time. So, and I think it actually adds to the irony of like how people view him and how people talk about him, because he's constantly showing us how he wants to be viewed. It's like, I'm just like your regular white, either friend or guy that you knew back in high school or college who's just making music. And I think like
literally
there's a lane for that, but I think the reason why it's like dumbfounding to people is because since when has a white rapper just settled for just like, I'll be good with my 12K? They usually go for like, I'm going for pop status. And I think Ian is one of the first ever like white rappers, in my opinion, that it's like, I'm perfectly fine just in this level of like notoriety and fame and audience that I have. I don't need to do like a song with Taylor Swift. I don't need to collab with this pop artist or do this pop song. He's like, I'm gonna just do what I want to do, and the audience that fucks with me. That's never happened with a white boy in hip hop, I don't think, in my opinion.
That's my favorite thing about Ian is him settling for white mediocrity hip hop. Because white people come into hip hop and don't settle for like just being regular, just be mediocre. Like somebody said inside the chat, yo, how much of us listen to him is because of his skin color, because he's white? And I'm like, none of it. Like he's not using his whiteness to gain the system the way he could. Like he's not. And that's a fact. White people come into hip hop and use it as a stepping stone to get to the places. Lil Dicky went on the Breakfast Club back in 2016-17 and said he was using hip hop as a platform to start his comedy career. And then he made the show Dave and have not released the album since. They do this shit all the time. Ian is just like, no, I'm just happy. Like I literally just want to make my cosplay of 2020 records. Yeah. Somebody in chat just type, reminds me of Mac Miller. I've been saying this shit the whole time.
Get your Mac Miller take off. Go ahead.
This whole time I'm like, yo, Mac Miller was one of the few good white boys that come into hip hop and just happy just being in hip hop. They find their place and lock in there. Ian reminds me very similarly of that kind of ilk, of like the people who like him. Like Mac, like we don't remember, like I think we remember Mac Miller as bigger than he was because we tend to deify people after they pass. But Mac Miller was just like the most average of rappers.
Yeah, especially early on. I think he strived for greater later in his career, which is what people remember, right? Like with the collab. He didn't even
strive for greatness. That was him expressing his creativity on larger platforms. Right. But he never went pop, and he never sold well.
No. No, that's not what I mean. I don't mean like sales wise. Hell no, he never really sold well at all. I just mean like artistically, like, you know, he would have a song with Kendrick Lamar, you know, or just like, or he'll have like a jazz inspired album. Like he is strive for bigger than like what, but like you said,
he always did that. Like Larry Lovestein was a character.
Larry Fisherman, I think. Yeah,
no, Larry Fisherman is a different guy.
God damn, how many Larry guys did he have?
He got a bunch of different characters. He just created to do different things. There is a Vince Staple mixtape from back in the day with his Babies on Mass, where Mac is playing a different character in that.
Yeah. I remember. Yeah, so
he's definitely not as talented as Mac, by the way. Somebody in chat. I'm not saying as talented or the music as good, but I'm saying it's a similar kind of lane.
Yeah, it is a similar lane of like I'm happy with what I'm doing in this bubble inside of hip hop. But I think the Tyler interview propped him up as just like. It's almost like there's, I guess, maybe a noble idea in trying to snuff out. Somebody in chat said this earlier, like another Post Malone, which is a point you've made, Dom, in the past about like how traumatized people got by Post Malone. I think that's facts. Like that really broke a lot of people's hearts because they really fucked with him and his music. So I think what Tyler was doing probably is like trying to snuff that out, but I think he just did it with probably the wrong like white guy in hip hop.
I've been saying that people in hip hop have Post Malone traumatic stress disorder. Like niggas got that. You niggas is fucked up behind that Post Malone shit. And I get it, cause we all love Posty. We get it. It's okay to love again. I promise you, it's okay to love again. Cause I think I'm telling you niggas, all you niggas that hated on that hate on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm never saying his album's that good. It truly isn't. Like, it didn't knock my socks off. I'm not amazed.
Yeah.
It's just good.
It's just okay.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's just good.
Yeah. I don't know. There's nothing else to say.
No, I'm glad. It cut.
We're back. It cut for a little bit, but we're back.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, I ended.
It's over. It's over. Yeah.
Man.
It's such a. I'm not gonna lie. I appreciate how like easy to digest these Ian albums are, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like that shit. What didn't feel like. It felt breezy. I'm like, oh, we're going track to track. It's cool. You like it. You don't like it. Whatever. We'll on to the next track. Oh, good outro. Anyway, we're done. That's awesome, bro. With all the albums we listen to on here that are like 20 tracks, is like.
I'm not gonna lie, that Ian album is the first album I've talked about on this channel that I'm like, I'm gonna go back and listen to.
Oh, wow. Well, like you said, it's going for like the shit that you fuck with. So
yeah, bro,
it's a sound that you really you grew up with.
I really enjoy. Like this is I'm gonna go back to that. I'm gonna play that again. Like that shit got to me. That Kurt Cobain Drinking My Cup record. I'm gonna play that again.
I ain't coming back.
First of all. Y'all know how much I love, if you don't know, I love Drinking My Cup. It's one of my favorite songs ever. I created a whole party series around that song.
Yeah.
You have to know. Like, that's how much I love it. I created a 2010s party series around that song. Ian was made for me.
Yeah, literally,
like, He makes music for me.
Which is why it makes sense that even like amongst the underground kids that listen to An Osama Son hate Ian. Because it's not for them. I mean, this couldn't be farther from like the ear rapey, like OK Beats, Overblown, like, it couldn't be farther from that, which is funny. Like he gets it on both sides.
Bro, even with the Plaque Max and Rakai record that came out the other day, right? They're doing 2010 aesthetics and the beat is kind of 2010, but they lose it.
Yeah, I agree.
Like they just it's not true to what it is.
That's actually a great comp. True. Yeah.
That is cosplay. Like what they're doing is cosplay, but we don't see it as that because they're black, and we shouldn't see it as that because they're black. Like that's fine, but what they're doing is like my culture is a costume when I see them put it on. Like I look at the outfits, I'm like they're not even this. Like you're mixed matching regions. Like like the Atlanta niggas at that time and the Chicago niggas at that time didn't dress the same. These are two different. You're mentioning shit. But when I hear the records, I'm like, no, this is true. This is true to form.
It's
like,
really what it was.
This is what the song sounded like.
Potty mouth. Stop playing.
Well, hello, potty mouth.